to day 14 of our 30-day challenge. On day 14 this day, I want to speak to you about sacrifice. When we say sacrifice, what we mean is that you give up certain pleasures for some other considerations. As a student, as a parent, as a business person, an entrepreneur, an employee, in whatever capacity you work, you must learn to sacrifice. You must learn to give up some pleasure. Yes, you see, God gave up his son, his only begotten son. He sacrificed his son for us, and he had the whole world unto himself. Christ sacrificed his life for us, and he has all of us to himself. He was given a name above all names because he sacrificed his life for us. Students must learn to sacrifice. Sacrifice more time, sacrifice more resources, learn more so that you come up on tops. Parents need to sacrifice more for your children. Sacrifice for them to go to the best schools and come up on tops. Sacrifice for your children. Buy them more books. Put them into proper training. Sacrifice is so important in business. A person must learn to do more for his workers. A person must learn to do more for his customers. Just try to do more than you are paid for. Sacrifice is so critical and so important. Today you see more people doing well in business and you wonder, but this person started and within a short time he succeeded. No, he sacrificed some energies, he sacrificed some time, he sacrificed some monies. You know, initially I did more seminars for free. I sacrificed my time, I sacrificed my knowledge, and then began to harvest from the free time that I gave people. Some led me to bigger businesses, bigger contracts. So sacrifice is so critical. A person who does not learn to sacrifice will stay where they are. You know, Osagifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah sacrificed his life. He sacrificed his time to gain independence for us. So it's important that we sacrifice. I know you can just picture in your minds how your parents sacrifice some things to take you through school. How some friends you know have sacrificed for themselves, have sacrificed for their loved ones, have sacrificed for their families. Sacrifice is so critical. You see, as a nation, we are not growing, we are not succeeding because so many of us are not prepared to sacrifice. We are not prepared to sacrifice our time and energy, but we want to have the best from our nation. We want to have the nation take care of us, but we are not prepared to sacrifice even a penny for our nation. We are not prepared to sacrifice for a loved one. We are not prepared to sacrifice for people we meet on the street. It's important that we all learn to sacrifice. Only sacrifice can build our nation. Sacrifice, service, sacrifice. Let us do more for our nation. Let us do more for our churches. Let us do more for communities. Please do more for your loved ones. Do more even for people you don't even know. Sacrifice is so critical. America is America because a lot of people sacrifice their time, their energies, their strength, even their liberties. Yes. So please, you are not going to succeed if you are not prepared to sacrifice. So learn to sacrifice. Before I leave you, let us go through our COVID-19 safety tips. Number one, we say wash your hands well with soap and water. Number two, sanitize your hands. If you enter a car, a bus, an airplane, a tram, or any restaurant, please sanitize your hands. If you shake hands, sanitize your hands. Third one, do social distances. Stay at least 1 to 2 meters from the next person you meet in line. Yes. The next one is make sure that if you suffer symptoms of COVID-19, you seek help early. Seek help. Yes. And then if you know somebody who is suffering signs of or symptoms of COVID-19, please make sure you get them to a facility. Call the numbers available in your country so that those people can be catered for. Yes. And lastly, please, if you come into contact with anybody suspected of having COVID-19, please do what we call self-quarantine. Yes, quarantine yourself for some time, maybe for 10 days to 14 days, and then you can call your medical personnel or call the numbers available in your country and get help. Finally, Until I meet you again, aspire to become.